This is AWFP312 Addressable Fire Alarm Control Panel, and it has 120 points. The wiring of AWFP312 panel is the same as that of AWFP300 panel. Next, let's check out the ports. This is the CAN networking port, which is used to connect graphic monitoring software and other panels. This is 485 port. This port can't be connected to the annunciator because there is no 485 communication output. It can only be connected to the minute driver of another product. This is the fault relay output port. This is the fire alarm output port. This is the linkage output port. This is 24V reset voltage port. This is the loop wiring port. The loop wiring is the same as that of AWFP300 panel. There are ins and outs. A single loop is added to the panel. This is the AC line port. The AC line can be connected to here, or be connected to the LN line port here. The batteries of it are two 7A and 12V batteries. This is the USB port for data import and export. The panel shows battery fault and open circuit fault. We didn't insert the battery or connect the device to the panel, so it's normal to have these faults showed on the screen. First, press the button to enter the menu. The content of the system column is the same as that of AWFP300 panel. This panel doesn't have printer function. Bus column is for zone communication, and this panel has 16 zones. In CNE column, compared with AWFP300 panel, this panel doesn't have CNE linkage. The contents of Disable column, Test column, and Advanced column is the same as AWFP300 panel. Log column includes View Fire Log, View Fault Log, View Operation, Clear Fire Log, Clear Fault Log, Clear Operation, About, and Software version. This panel version is 1.21, and the PC set and graphic monitoring software will use version 2.0 accordingly. We will upload the system software for customers to use. The wiring of AWFP312 panel is the same as AWFP300 panel. The wire should be connected to port 1 and port 3 of the smoke detector. The strobe sounder is a 2-wire device. The wire should be connected to port 1 and port 3 of it. Connect the smoke detector and the strobe sounder to the panel. The smoke detector is number 1, and the strobe sounder is number 12. There are a male terminal and female terminal. Plug them into the panel. Pay attention to the positive and negative poles. The red line connects to positive pole and the blue line connects to negative pole. Turn on the panel. Press the Login button to log in. Choose Access Level 3. And the password is 333 333. Enter the menu, choose Bus Column and Bus Setup. Bus type default is Class A, and Class B can also be chosen. We'll choose Class A here. Next, choose Advanced Column and Loop Learn to search for devices. The Loop Learn default is Loop 1, and wait for 130 seconds after confirming. After searching, we can see that there is one detector and one output device on the screen, which is the strobe sounder. Press the OK button to confirm and check whether the addresses are correct. Number 1 is a small detector and number 12 is strobe sounder. Choose Accept to confirm. Next is to set up the device linkage. First, choose Bus Column and Zone Setup. Zone 1 is enabled by default. Choose Accept. Choose CNE column to set up device linkage. First, choose Default CNE to see if the factory setting of linkage is turned off. If not, choose Off to turn it off. Choose General CNE to set up the general linkage. For delay, choose 0 second and take registration for registering. Take all the following 5 devices: op detector, heat detector, conventional op detector, conventional heat detector for registering. For number of fire signal, choose 01. In module list, choose 01 for loop B. And we can see number 12 strobe sounder. Press the left button to switch the strobe sounder to output column. And choose OK to save. Use the smoke test spray to do the test. The strobe sounder alarms. And the panel shows that Zone 1 is alarming and the according indicator is lighting up. OK button to check the alarming devices.
然后选择那个 Enter OK 键去检查报警的设备。我们
Press
先按下
Silence button to silence the
小零件
devices.
小零件。
And press
然后就
Mute
是
button
主机的
to
小零
mute
件。
the panel.
OK。
Look at this number. 001 is the panel number. 01 is the loop board number, and the following 001 is the address of the device. Finally, press the reset button to reset the panel.